Jason is taking the stage for the first time at Raconteurs, and he's going to be telling his story, Hide. Jason, welcome to the stage.
I'm spilling my drink everywhere, sorry. God. Okay, so I noticed on the Facebook group that they were like, yo, we had a cancellation, does anyone want to do this? And I said, hire me. And they're like, okay. And I don't even know what this is. So now I know. And it's amazing. Thank you, guys. I'm super nervous, and I'm only wearing this because I went to some event. God. Okay, so one Halloween, my costume was I wore a suit. And I wore a suit. I know, God, so convenient, eh? I wore a suit, and the reason I wore a suit was, and when people would ask me, oh, yo, so what are you for Halloween? I was like, yo, I'm Justin Timberlake. But I wasn't Justin Timberlake. The only reason I wore a suit is because I was going to a house party, and it was being hosted by this girl that I loved. Like, I loved her. So I was like, yo, I'm just going to dress up in a suit. And the last Halloween, I dressed up in, like, a T-shirt and a wig, and then I got wasted, and I slept at some house, and then I woke up, and I had to go to work in that wig and in that shirt. And I was like, you know what? At least this way, I'll just be in a suit at work. So I go to the party, and I'm meeting my buddy Nick, and Nick that night was dressed as Nuts. So his costume was a dildo, and he was holding a case of peanuts. And I was like, that's the worst costume ever, man. God. And I was talking to my girl, and it was going really well, and he was talking to this really beautiful mixed girl, like, whoa. And he was like bringing A game. I was like, yo, that girl, you're bringing A game. I was like, that's A game. And he has a dildo in his hand. Like, you know what I'm saying? And over the course of the night, it became really clear that the girl that I was talking to had a boyfriend, and he was this fucking guy with this wig on. He was like David Bowie, and he was like controlling the iPod, playing all this shit, like this rock. I'm like, you can't dance to rock. Sorry, you can't. So I took over the iPod, and I started playing Justin Timberlake, obviously, because that's who I was for Halloween. And the mixed girl, came up to me and started talking to me. And I was like, oh, hey, how's it going? She's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I don't know either. And we were just talking. And then my buddy was like watching me hard. And I was like, dude, I'm not going to do anything, man. I'm not going to assault your game. You're my boy. I would never do that. I'm just going to talk to this girl because I'm chill and I'm just wearing a suit. No big deal. And then I'm talking to the girl, it's going really, really well, and all of a sudden this dildo flies through the air, hits my glass, and it spills everywhere. And I'm like, dude, you fucking threw a dildo at me. It's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm chill. I have your back. I'm talking about you. I talked about how you saved my life. He did, though. He actually did save my life. And I was like, cool, okay, amazing. Yes, I'm spilling my drink, sorry. And what happened was we were talking. And the girl was like, hey, so like I'll just give you my phone number. And I was like, oh my God, yes. So I got her phone number. But I didn't do anything. And I didn't do anything because I was like really nervous that if I called her, she wouldn't like me or something. Because like, maybe she was looking for like a business opportunity. I don't know. Because I was wearing a suit. I could have been a real estate agent. And then, so 2 months later, 2 months pass, I don't do anything. And I'm walking through Yorkdale Mall. And when I'm in Yorkdale, I'm a different person. I was wearing a hoodie. I had some hair that was weird. I had a mustache, man. And I walk in like, yo, I'm in Yorkdale. And I noticed this really beautiful mixed girl walking toward me. And I was like, yo, who's that girl? And I realized it was that girl from the party. And I was like, oh my God, that's the girl. So what I did was I hid. I ran into a Levi's store, and I fucking hid there. I was hiding. And then she walked by. And I went to my sister, oh my God, I saw that girl from the party. And she, oh my God, you talked to her? No, I hid. And she was like, why'd you hide? I don't know. So I was like, you know what, I gotta find this girl's number ASAP. So I go home, I'm going through my house, I'm searching through shit, I'm finding it. I can't find the number. It's not in my suit. It's not anywhere. Then I find the number. It's in like this laundry hamper I have that keeps all my favorite things. So it has like my play posters and the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue with Tyra Banks on the cover. And then I find the number, and I'm like, yay. So I text her, and I text her, hi. And then she fucking calls me. And I'm like, I'm not going to answer that phone. You crazy? I haven't spoken to this lady in 2 months. And then it gets to my machine, and my machine literally is like me on the phone, being like, hello. Oh, my God, call me when you call me. I'm like, oh, my God. And she's like, oh, my God, it's like my gay friend from OCAD. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's me. I don't know. So then I text her back and I go, yo, hey, what's up? I'm the Asian guy you met at the Halloween party. And she was like, oh, Nick? I'm like, no, the other Asian guy. So I'm like, so I don't know, do you want to like go on a date or something? And she's like, okay. I'm like, what? Cool, all right, so we go on a date. So we go on like 4 dates in 10 days and nothing happens. We're talking like nothing. We're talking like I don't even hold her hand. There are no sweet nothings. There's no kiss goodnight. I'm like, did I catastrophically fall into the friend zone in a way that's like, what's beyond friend zone? I don't know. So I'm in this zone. I hate my life. I'm dying. I'm like, kill me now. And she's like, hey, she lives at Young and Shepherd. And she's like, her name is Laura, by the way. She's at Young and Shepherd. And she's like, oh, do you want to come up here? We can watch the game and have some meatloaf. I was like, oh my God, Young and Shepherd, let's go there. So I go. So I go to Young and Shepherd, and it's amazing. And we watch the hockey game, and I love it. And we're sitting there, and it's super late, and nothing's happening again. I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying, please. So we're talking, and she goes, hey, can I ask you something? And I go, what? Because my voice changes when I'm on dates. And she goes, did I see you at Yorkdale Mall? I was like, what? And she's like, yo, because like I was walking and I saw a guy who looked just like you, and then he just like jumped into a Levi's store and like was like hiding. And I was like, what? That guy sounds dumb. But then I was like, yeah, that was me. And she goes, why did you hide? And I go, I hid because last time you saw me, I was in a suit, and I was wearing a hoodie. I didn't want you to see me in that hoodie. And she's like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah. Awkward. So awkward, man. So I ended up walking her to her house, and it was so cold, and it was so late, and it was fucking messed up. And I walk up to her outside of her door, and I go, yo, lady, Is it really clear that I like you? I like you so much. Is it clear that I like you? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, what? Okay, thank you. And I was like, so can I kiss you goodnight? And she said, okay. And I was like, what? Oh my God. So like 2 weeks later, I'm kissing her goodnight. So I kiss her goodnight. And it's so amazing. And we're so cold, and our noses are running, and it's gross. And then she goes inside her house, and I leave, and then I realize that the subway going south into the downtown core is closed. And I'm in Young and Shepherd, so I have to take the subway north to Finch, and then take the 53 Steeles bus to my house in Markham. And I get there at 3:30 in the morning. My mom's like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. And I go into my bedroom, and I'm lying in my bed, and I'm so excited because I kissed her, and I think that I love her. The next day, we were together, and we were together like every day for a very long time. And I think it happened because I saw her at a mall, and it happened because she made me want to hide. Thanks.